momentarily glitch in the system there, in the network. Look at that. Looks like 3 heads on one body almost. Female in the foreground, the youngster, that's the one we spotted first. Got a big male in the background just following behind them. Now it looks like they're quite curious about us. As you can see, they've decided on their own accord to take a walk over and maybe come say how's it. Hello, how are you? Beautiful female, just look at her. Very straight neck, not nearly as heavily built as the males. The males get much larger, both in height as well as in bulk, than the females do. But she's beautiful.
Nice on the different colours, the light and then a little bit dark and the dark male.
Yeah, perfect colours. As James was saying there, it's just nice the different. Just look at that. I love their mane as well. Look at the perfect texture there and the perfect shape of it. Very long brush. It's interesting, I noticed this earlier as well. Just have another look if we're lucky enough to see it again. When this giraffe looks over at us, because its left eye is exposed to the sun that's just about to set, and the right eye isn't. The right eye is in the shade of its own face. It just blinks the left eye, so it looks like it's winking at us every time. And this female is finding us very curious. Let's look at her quickly while we're having a good close-up look of a female there. Also, it's a different angle than usual. If you look behind her horns, you can see there's 2 very small bumps just sort of between the ears and the main horns. Now, if we can look at the male later, I'll show you the differences there. With the females, the horns aren't nearly as thick and as heavy as the bulls, and also they've got hair all the way to the tip. If you look carefully, the tip of those horns are still covered in hair, and the skull doesn't really get much bigger once they mature. Whereas with the males, apart from them getting physically bigger as they get older, their skulls keep changing as well. As they get older, they get more and more bone growth deposited on the forehead as well as behind the horns. And we're just going to go a little bit forward. It'll be nice if we can have a look at that bull quickly. And also with the males, the horns are much thicker and they don't have hair right on the top. Sorry, I'm thinking 2 different things at the moment. Just have a look. There we go. Oh. Turns his head again, you'll get a good look behind the horns as well. But look at his forehead, you see that bump there, and also behind the horns, see those bumps are starting to get bigger now. He's not a very big male yet, he's physically large, and he's now getting into his prime. Over the next 3-4 years, he's going to put on another probably 100 or 150, 200 kilograms, and that skull will get bigger and bigger, literally heavier with more bone growth, which means he'll have a slight edge over other males when he's fighting. It gives him more weight at the end of that head when he's swinging his neck. There you can see those bald patches as well on top of the horns. He's limping a bit, huh? Just having a look, he seems to have maybe hurt one of his legs a little bit. Well, that was awesome. Really cool. Haven't seen giraffe for quite some time. They move and come and go as they want. There's no specific territorial behavior or specific areas that they stick to or specific herds they stick to. It's totally sort of random movement from them.